The worry. Vidyadhara was the king of Gandhara. He was a just and wise king. The king was fond of gardening. He spent a lot of time tending his garden, planting the finest plants, fruit trees, vegetables and crops. His people were very happy. The king did not have children. As the king grew older, everyone got more and more worried. Who would take over the kingdom after him? A proclamation. To find a successor, the king thought of an idea. He decided, I will distribute some seeds to all the children in the country. The child who grows the biggest, healthiest plant will become the prince or the princess. They can take 3 months for it. The king ordered his minister to give a proclamation. Seed of hope. The next day, a long line of anxious parents and children formed outside the palace. Everyone was eager to get a seed and grow the best plant. Pingala, a poor farmer's son, was one among these children. He too got a seed from the king and sowed it in a pot in his garden. He took great care of the seed. The disappointment. Pingala watered and manured the seed. But the seed did not sprout. Pingala changed the soil and transferred the seed to another pot. Weeks and months passed. One day Pingala went near the pot. He knelt before it. Dear seed, 3 months have passed. I want to take you to the palace. Please sprout out by tomorrow. But nothing happened. The next day he saw children walking to the palace dressed in the best clothes. They all held well-grown plants. Pingala stood watching them sadly. To the palace. Pingala's father had observed his son working hard to make the seed sprout. He felt sorry for Pingala. Why don't you go to the king with the empty pot? He asked. At least he will know you tried your best. So Pingala too put on his best clothes and started off to the palace. He joined the others outside the palace, holding the empty pot in his hand. The other children laughed at him, but Pingala ignored them. Lovely flowers. The king arrived and looked at the plants. Children gathered in the courtyard of the palace with flowery pots. Red, blue, yellow. The courtyard had turned into a bouquet. The king looked at the children. The faces were shining with hope. Ha! The king sighed. He was not at all happy. Empty pot. At the end of the line stood Pingala. When the king reached him, he stopped. Why did you come with an empty pot, my child? Did your seed not grow into a plant? A smile. Pingala held his head down and said, Forgive me, Your Highness. I tried my best to grow the seed. I gave the best soil and manure to it. But the seed did not grow. A smile appeared on King's face. The prince. He hugged Pingala and announced, Here is the crown prince. I had given everyone roasted seeds, which would never grow. Only this boy is honest. I am sure, one day, he will rule this kingdom justly.